on Karenina by Tolstoy, a book which is included among the best 100 novels ever written. List compiled by writers from all over the world and who have been asked by the Norwegian Book Club to make this choice, and you can find the list online if you're interested. Or if you don't, you can contact me and we'll find it together. Anna Karenina is, of course, a classic, well-known work, popularized in various ways through different mediums. I think I've read somewhere that Oprah, famous American superstar, media mogul, and talk show host and celebrity, one of the richest people as well. On her show, she did a lot of good things to popularize the likes of Anna Karenina and great works, together with newer authors, even if there were some controversies. I don't know exactly, was it Continental Drift? There was a work, a great modern work, and the writer who got involved with this big promotion medium, and of course you wanted to be well known, and it's a whole different ball game when one is getting into that. Oprah Winfrey sales explode, and the author becomes an instant success and celebrity, if he had not been before that. But there are some trade-offs, and I don't remember exactly, and I need to remind myself that this is not the point. But it was interesting then to see that even when dealing with a book club, there's sometimes some values you have to forget about. Anna Karenina. Sorry. Gesundheit. I am at the point where, after the first few chapters, I'm reading the book again, and I'm overcoming what I mentioned yesterday in the first note. The, not repulsion, but the mistrust with which I look at Tolstoy now that I know from Intellectuals by Paul Johnson that as a man he wasn't such a perfect character. So I'm going through the book again, even if it looked like I may even abandon it. And I'm puzzled by some aspects, and I'm thinking how characters, personages would evolve. It's also true that I have hindsight, I know what happens, and it's a curious phenomenon to observe now, as for instance Karenina is, to begin with, quite friendly with Kitty. Kitty likes her. She's a woman of high society. She's appreciated. She's well liked, and indeed she has the attractive persona, charisma, and so on. Kitty is fresh. She's innocent. But she's interested at this point in Vronsky, and I'm not going into details because I've not reached that phase yet. Still, nevertheless, I know about it, and I'm just guessing that we all know what happens. A thing anticipated actually by the tragic accident that takes place early on when Anna Karenina comes into town on the same train and becomes friends with the mother of Vronsky. As they reach the station, there's a horrible event, the death of a man who was hit by the train. There's his wife, there are tears, there's a lot of crying and sadness and commotion, and together with the pleasure of meeting Vronsky and her brother, and then they talk. She talks with Dolly and Karenina, her sister-in-law, and tries to soothe her and mediate somehow and end the conflict between her and her brother.